Okay, so last year we got our first Yeedi robot. Now this has been a game changer for me and my family because basically all I have to do now is say the magic word and Yeedi will go and clean the whole downstairs. So fast forward to now, and that magic word is the hey, you know what, start the vacuum. I don't want to set everybody's devices off, but it is actually autonomous and functional and has been a game changer in my house. To come home and see like just patterned lines in my carpet is nothing better. That feeling is priceless. And I can do this from anywhere via the Yeedi app and the Google Home app. So it's been great. But fast forward to now, and we got another one. And Yeedi was kind enough to send this out for me to try out. This is the new Yeedi Cube. Yeah, it's a vacuum, it's a mop, and I think you're gonna like it. So let's talk.
As time goes by.
Okay, so if you're new to the world of robot vacuums, they are wonderful, they are beautiful things. They help us out a whole lot. They make our lives a whole lot easier. Now, this is not a substitute for sweeping and mopping and things like that. You still may need to sweep and mop your house from time to time. This robot is not going to be human efficient, but it is efficient. Like if you want to get in the cracks and stuff like that, you got to get down and do that yourself. But as far as spot cleaning, doing just the generalized area, the Yeedi vacuum is great. And this one is a new one that they have out. This is the Yeedi Cube. Now this is a mop and vacuum, a 2-in-1 station that basically does everything that you needed to do by itself. You're gonna be tasked with maybe putting some water in there, changing the bag out every now and then, but for the most part, it is completely autonomous, and that's what we love about it. Now, when you unpack this thing, you are going to get the base, and the base is kind of big, so you need to have a decent area to put it in. And you're also going to get the robot vacuum cleaner itself. Now, before you operate this vacuum cleaner, make sure that you remove all the tags and all the little blue pieces of tape and all that good stuff. Get all that out of the way, or it will not function correctly. You also have brushes that come with it. Make sure you attach these to the bottom, and then you also will get a water plug. Now the water plug is for the top portion. Make sure when you put the water in there, you plug that tightly so that you don't create a mess everywhere. Like, we don't want a mess. But for the most part, this is everything that you're gonna get, with the exception of a few more pieces, like your mop pad and your little expansive tray that's gonna keep your floor from getting all nasty and dirty. So just keep that in mind. And the built-in tray actually clicks in at the bottom. So once you click it in and you press it down, it stays there, it's in place, no worries. So once you get all this set up and it's ready to go, you want to make sure that you charge this vacuum 100% before using it. And Yeedi tells us it's going to take a few hours to do so. So make sure that you charge it completely. And then before doing anything else, as far as putting water in, putting your mop pad on, make sure that you download the Yeedi app and you make a map of your home. And making a map of your home is just as simple as going into the Yeedi app, turning this bad boy on, and we'll go through all the setup and how to connect this to your like your system and everything. Fairly easy, but once you make this map of your home, you're gonna be ready to go. Okay, so while we're here, I want to take you on a quick tour of this whole setup. So this is what it's going to look like when you get it plugged up, put together and everything. This is the whole tower. This is the cube portion. If you take this top off, this is where your dustbin is. Dustbin is locked in place. If you need to take the dustbin out, the whole thing pops up out of there. Just like that. And when you want to put it back in, it just slides back in place. Just make sure that the bag is on the inside of that white portion. When you're done, put that piece back on top. Water bin is here. Tops click off. that is your water bin. This is for dirty water only. This is where your dirty water will go once it cleans your floor. Pops right back on, just like so. This is the actual robot itself. If you need to put water in the robot, right here, push back, pull that up. Water goes directly in here. There's also a water plug. Please be sure to plug in this properly with that water plug before running this machine. Once you're done with this, slides back on, clicks back into place, and that's what you get. To empty or to change out your filter, this is what it's gonna look like. Push this button, that side opens up. There will be dust and dirt and everything in here. Filters lie in this side right here, just fell out. This filter is washable, so just keep that in mind. You can rinse this out, you can wash it, just make sure it air dries before you put it back in the vacuum. Same with this, washable, air dry before placing back in. Once you're done, push down, push in. Just like so. These are your contacts right here for your charging. Make sure you keep those nice and clean. There are also contacts up in there. Make sure you wipe those down occasionally, keep them clean so you get a good clean charge every time. Power on and off button is right over here on the side. Make sure this is up before you put it in here. It'll let you know if it's not on. On the front, you do have a spot clean button. You have a power on and off button, and you have a home button that just makes it go back home. When you sit it up in there,
starting charging,
it will start charging. Also, the Yeedis are fairly quiet. Like, I don't have a whole lot of issue out of them. They don't bother my dog. We do have a pet, so it doesn't bother her. She doesn't shed much, so we don't find much animal fur or hair around. But for the most part, this is gonna leave those nice, pristine lines in the carpet. Now, I can't say much more about the lines I love when I come home and I see lines in the carpet. That is like the best thing ever. It makes me just feel like I'm walking into a clean house. I love it. And cleanup is really easy on this as well. Your dirty water trap is gonna be right there on the side. You open it up, take that dirty water out, pour it out, replace that, and you just wait for the next time. And also the app lets you customize everything from barriers in the home to rooms you don't want it to go in, just anything you need. This thing is voice activated. It works with your Google devices. It works through the Google Home app, and it works through the dedicated Yeedi application. So you really can't ask for a lot more, but there is a lot more. So when you're watching this go around the home, you're gonna notice that it's not gonna bump into your walls like really hard. It gets up close to them, it kind of senses the wall, and then it'll slowly like knock into it, turn around, do its thing. And it's also gonna look for obstacles. So if it sees something in its way, it's gonna kind of map that area out. And if it notices something different, it's gonna either like slow down at that and turn around it. It's awesome. I can't say much more about it. So the price on the Yeedi Cube is $6.99. Now I feel that this is decently priced because I've seen some of the same types of robot vacuum cleaners that mop, that empty their own dustbin, go for like $1,000 to $1,200. So I think this is a good entry level if you want to get something of that caliber. If you're looking for just a vacuum, they actually have those as well. So I'm gonna drop links below so you can go by and check out all this stuff on your own. Make the choice that's best for you. If you don't have any hardwood, you don't need the mop. So just keep that in mind. But you may be in the market for one that actually empties its own dustbin. Check that out. Otherwise, you're gonna be popping the top on your old one, emptying out the dustbin yourself and replacing it. So what more can we say? The Yeedi Cube is a self-contained marvel. It is an autonomous helper for your home. It's gonna be something that's very convenient, very easy to use, and also very to set up via their quick start guide that they give you right in the box. And as an owner of a previous Yeedi model, I give this one a big thumbs up. And now I can take my one from downstairs and bring it upstairs and keep it clean as well. So hopefully this has been able to help someone out. Be sure to go by and check those links out to the Yeedi Cube And until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.